Bum 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 a clang lang lang a ding a long ding a blue.
Pull up the car. Get out the barricades. It's time for Mickey B's Jukebox Review.
We're so proud to have this young man with us. He too had his own career that began as a result of his brother's fame and fortune. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Frankie's brother, Mr. Lewis.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here. Are you having a good time? I know that. So am I. You know, I really admired my brother Frankie, hence began to sing too. And one of the first recordings that we made back in the days, along with the teen chords, went something like this.
We're back right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll. And Paulie, let me tell you something. I was ready to dance with Louis Lyman.
You see those splits, Mickey?
See him do the splits? Now, this was only maybe a couple of years back, right?
1995 that was from.
Yeah, let me tell you a little story about Louis Lyman.
Yes.
You know, many times I had him on my radio show.
Mm-hmm.
And I go back with Louis a long, long time. I mean, maybe over 25, 30 years ago. But I had invited him on the cerebral palsy telethon one night, you know. And I had Louis over there, and we were doing an interview, and I said, Louis, we've got to do an interview. And meanwhile, we're doing the interview in the bathroom. And as we're doing the interview, everything is going good, and then all of a sudden somebody flushes the toilet. And we got that right on our interview, you know.
That's funny.
But Louis came out with an album years later that had all of his songs done over with a different kind of beat.
Yeah, like a little like
like an up-tempo,
updated.
yeah. A little rappy type of thing. And he wanted the music, you know, to
Progress.
spread it to progress, you know. Well, Louis was one of the nicest guys.
He
you
really
could
was
ever
a
meet.
nice guy, Mickey.
Over there, our dear friend Bobby J had introduced him.
Yes.
And Bobby was part of the Aladdins, and of course, great DJ on CBS
Oh, yeah, one of the
FM,
best.
good friend of ours. And Louis was a guy who progressed on. He went out to Vegas. He was singing with the
Drifters out there.
Drifters. He sang with, of course, the Teenagers.
Right.
And he also started off as Louis Lyman, the Teen
Chords,
Chords,
of
as
course.
the high voice leads. So
Exactly.
when you talk about some of these other ones, we spoke before about Pearl McKinnon
Yes.
at Kodak's. Tell me a little bit about her.
Okay, the Kodaks. They were from Newark, New Jersey. Again, heavily, heavily influenced by Frankie Lyman, the Teenagers. She was the first girl to say, let me try this out.
Right.
And she was on Fury Records. Whole bunch of great songs, though. Geo Gosh, Teenager's Dream, Make Believe World, a clip we're going to see, Little Boy and Girl. Had a great talent. Doesn't perform anymore.
Yeah. And
But-
you know, the little boy and girl, I'll never forget Larry Chance. Did
Yes,
that
he
as
did.
well. on
It's
an
so
album,
funny
you
you
know?
mentioned that. He also did a version of Teenager's Dream, which she
As well,
recorded too.
right?
Yeah.
Now, what was remarkable about Pearl McKinnon is that there were a lot of girls that sang with guy groups, you know,
Right.
like the Essex, Anita Humes,
Right.
and the Essex.
But they were the first one to do that.
Yeah, they didn't have that high voice,
No.
you know. Even Brenda Reed, I mean, as a girl group with a guy,
Right. Great voice.
had a great voice,
singer.
but didn't represent that high voice,
The way
kind
Pearl
of Frankie
did.
Lyman sound.
Another
Even
thing-
though she did do a song called,
Which one, though? Joe
well,
Gosh,
she
Little Boy and
did
Girl?
the song that Frankie Lyman did.
Cher.
No, she did the one that was the up-tempo song. It'll come to me in a second, which is, what did Frankie Lyman do?
I Want You to Be My Boy.
I Want You to Be
The
My...
Exciters did that.
The Exciters did it,
Right,
yeah, well, that's what I was
right,
saying.
right.
Brenda Reed. She did the Frankie Lyman song,
Right.
just changing the name around, yeah. So you picked up on that anyway, right?
And let me just say this one more thing here, Mickey. Remember, in the 80s, she sang lead for the Teenagers, Pearl McKinnon.
Yeah, she jumped over and did it also.
Right.
And there were a lot of great groups that had sung with, of course, the Teenagers at one time. A lot of
Right.
our friends, you know, like
Yes.
Beverly Warren, I think, might have
Yes, she
might have
did.
been
So
in
did
there,
Phil
too.
Benito.
Yes, so there were a lot of different groups that switched different parts, different people doing it. But you know what the best part about it is? They're still out there today.
That's right.
You talk about Frankie Lyman's legendary
We'll
Teenagers.
see them a little bit later on.
They're going to
here.
be with me at the Patchwork Theater
Right.
in June, on June 28th. They're coming out. We're going to show a guy by the name of Kid Kyle and the Cool Cats. He's great. We're going to show you the clip a little later on. He's going to be with me September 13th
Right.
at the Patchwork Theater. So this music lives on and on. You want to find out more information about some of the shows that we're doing, you can go to mickeyb.com, check out my website, or give us a call at 516-822-9612. But right now, let's go to New Jersey. Pearl McKinnon and, of course, the Kodaks.
Little boy and girl, whoa, little boy and girl, little boy and girl, oh, little boy and girl, little boy and girl,
was walking hand in hand. A little girl says, boy, I really think it's grand, for this is our first love. I really truly thirst. Little girl says, boy, I'm happy as a beauty. This really is a truth, for you belong to me. For this is our first love. I really truly thirst.
No, baby, no, baby, no reminiscent, baby. Hey,
Hey, little boy, I love you too. Little boy, walking hand in hand. Little girl says, I really think
No, baby, no, baby, no reminiscing, baby. Hey, girl, I love you. Oh, little boy, I really think it's pretty is a piece of love. I really, truly first
It's Pearl McKinnon.
Pearl McKinnon and the Kodaks, and of course a group called the Valentinos. That was actually the Kodaks at that
Right, for
particular
that
time.
show, yeah.
I love those songs. What great songs.
Me too. She
Bring back
sounds
great
terrific,
memories.
Mickey.
Sounded fantastic. You know that? Now, we talk about all of these high voice leads. These songs were just tremendous. People could dance to them. They could do the up-tempo Lindies. They were doing the slow dances and all. And you come down to a group with a guy that's a dear friend of mine, Joe Mirioni,
Yes.
who actually produces shows now.
Yes, I'm
down
going to
at-
be with him on
You're
March
going to be with him
29th.
March 28th. He's down there in Florida with Frankie D, our other co-host, and catch their shows down there. And he sang with a group called Younger Days.
Yes, a group that he created.
Right. Now, we got him started on the Mickey B Jukebox Review way back there. It has to be at least, I don't know now, about maybe 23 years ago,
About
24
23 years ago, Chris, remember,
Yeah.
Mickey, they are actually the same age as me. We're all in our
You're 85? Oh,
We're all in our mid to late 30s.
yeah.
So I remember them when they first started, because they were about 18. We were all about 17, 18, 19 years old.
And they were tremendous. I mean, they had
Great,
great harmony. Edie Fuentes was the
great
lead
lead
singer
singer.
there.
Beautiful, beautiful
Tommy
girl, too.
Siganalfi and the group. And when I used to have him on there, matter of fact, Joe Mirioni was a guy who had a magazine.
Right,
that was
Do Up, Et Cetera,
Do
yeah.
Up, Et Cetera. And he used to come down, and we used to have all of these different groups. He used to bring all the groups to radio stations.
He was terrific with that, Joe.
all
He
the
was real good
Brooklyn
with
groups
that.
and the guys from every group you could think of was
He
on.
did it. The Fascinators, a lot of people like that. The
Fascinators,
Clusters.
The Clusters.
Yeah.
and, there were so many. Admirations.
Yeah.
They were in the studio. I mean, we had them all. But anyway, he loved the music so much that he winds up forming this group called Younger Days.
Right.
And they're doing another great song.
Yes, they're doing a song by the students,
And the song is called?
My Vow to You.
Here they are, Younger Days.
We're blessed to have people like you loving music like this and keeping us loving what we're doing. For you, my vow to you. Back in the 1950s, we know that everyone here, even though a lot of you don't want to admit that you were around in the 1950s, we'll deal with that. We know you had someplace special you could go to, sit for a little while, maybe dance a little while, whisper some sweet words of love. This guy gets around. Whisper some sweet words of love. And if you were lucky, at just the right moment, somebody dropped a nickel in the jukebox. And if you were extremely lucky, the song that came on was one as beautiful as this.
Sincere, this I promise you. Both night and day, on my knees, and I pray. about this new affair, thinking whether I should proceed or not. Take my vow to you is sincere. This I promise you. Both night and day, yeah, on my knees, and I pray. Oh, why? Tell me why. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me why. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me why. Tell me, tell me, tell me, tell me why.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Younger Days, thank you so much once again. Hope to see you again real soon. Good night and God bless. Thank
I love that sound there of Younger Days right here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll. When we come back, we got more great sounds that a high voice leads when the Prince of Rock and Roll returns. Don't go away.
I am Tom Mealy for the Harrison Law Group, and I have been telling you for years that getting involved in an automobile accident is no joke. This is what we do. We're not new at this game. If you've been involved in an accident of any kind and you go to a law firm that says you have no case, it's simple. It's because they can't do it and they don't get it. You need to call us directly at 1-800-INJURY-LAW.
My name is Dr. Robert Brevard. I'm here for Multi-Medicine in Westbury, New York. We're located at 1065 Old Country Road, Suite 214. Been here for about 15 years. The practice has medical doctors, physical therapists, chiropractors, acupuncturists. We also do pain management, and we have orthopedists on staff. Here at Advanced Multi-Medicine Rehabilitation, we've got physical therapists on staff who treat an array of conditions, from neck pain to back pain, shoulder pain. We treat carpal tunnel. We treat a lot of car accident patients, slip and falls. We treat patients with knee injuries, with ankle injuries. We have state-of-the-art equipment. We've been here for over 15 years. Vast array of diagnostic testing, from x-rays to EMGs. What is an EMG? It's a diagnostic test that allows a doctor to determine where the pinched nerve is. Cora is a physical therapist at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. She's working on Stephanie, who was involved recently in an automobile accident. Stephanie has tight thoracic and cervical musculature, and Cora is doing some myofascial release work and some therapeutic stretching, doing it to help her with her pain. Vicky is also a patient here at Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation. Vicky is now working her leg muscles, specifically her quadricep muscles, trying to strengthen them after an injury she sustained. If you find yourself in need of any type of physical therapy, please don't hesitate to call Advanced Multi-Medicine and Rehabilitation, located in Westbury, New York, in Suite 214. Phone number is 516-334-7000, or find us on our website at advancedmultimedicine.com.
We're back here with Mickey B, the Prince of Rock and Roll, 247 pounds of lightning steel, 44-inch waistline and all. And you got it right here every Tuesday night, Madhouse TV, from 8 o'clock to 9. Paul Erronte,
Yes,
this is a great night when you talk about
I love
these
this
high
stuff.
voice leads. I love those high voice lead sounds.
Me too.
What was one of your favorite high voice lead sounds? I mean, there's so many.
Well, the Kodaks is definitely one of my favorites.
Yeah.
And I like the L chords, the peppermint stick. That's great
Yeah,
stuff.
G. It's Danny. Little Isidore and the Inquisitors recorded a great
They
version
do a great
of that,
version
too.
of that, too. That's
Yeah.
another thing, Mickey, if you notice, how many of these songs are re-recorded by and performed by all these people down through the years? You have to realize that people like Frankie Valli had a huge influence from the high voice tenor sounds. Michael Jackson did, obviously, the
Yeah, of
New
course.
Edition.
Yep.
But the first person to be influenced by Frankie Lyman was Arlene Smith and the Chantels.
Yeah, they hit
And
it.
she'll tell you that.
Yep. And Ronnie Spector loves
Frankie Lyman and the
teachers.
students,
They
the
all love
schoolboys,
them.
that's what started her off to sing, listening to those records.
My favorite song happens to be a
I'm
high
So
voice
Young.
lead. Is I'm So Young. Prez Tice, hopefully we'll have him on
Yes,
the
if you
TV
would-
show
we're
one
gonna
day.
have him here,
But
yeah.
that song was so great. You know, I have a girlfriend.
Love that.
Everybody
Leroy
loved those
King and the
songs.
students, yeah.
Yes, yes. And I had a group that we brought up at Patchwork Theater last September
September.
named Lola and the Saints.
One of the best.
They tremendous?
One of my
They
favorites.
came out of the Patchwork Theater, flew up from Florida,
Yep.
and they could sing anybody's stuff.
They're
It
really
was so
good.
great. But we're going to catch a clip from Lola right now.
Yeah,
Tell us a
very
little bit
special
about
one,
it.
too. This happens to be the flip side of the song we just heard, My Vow to You. It's called That's How I Feel. It's a lost song. Nobody really remembers that it does it, but Lola and the Saints do a tremendous job on it. See, right now, Lola and the Saints doing That's How I Feel.
Let's catch it.
I get a feeling down deep inside whenever you pass me by. Gee, my heart flies high when you watch me on the slide. You sometimes say the sweetest things. You give my heart wings, baby. Until your crown I can bring. Will you let me be your king? Baby, how could you say words that take my breath away? And you say you're the apple of my eye, and someday we'll be side by side. I get a feeling that deep inside whenever you pass me by. Gee, my heart does fly, fly, fly when you watch me on the slide. Yeah.
My darling, how could you say those words that take my breath away? Sometimes you say the sweetest things. Your loving words gives my heart wings.
You sometimes say the sweetest things. You give my heart wings. Please don't take me for a ride. Please, please, please repeat. Yeah, let down. I've been so let down. I've been let down. I've been so let down. I've been let down. I've been so let down. I've been let down. I've been so let down. I've been let down. I've been so let down. I've been let down. I've been so let down.
Another great student song, and I get a feeling right there. Lola and the Saints. Of course, Lola and the Saints were here at the Madhouse TV studios when they came up and did the Patchwork Theater show. What a great sound, huh,
Oh, I
Paulie?
love Lola.
Yeah.
Great lady, too.
And they were on stage when we introduced Prez Tice
Right.
at the Patchwork Theater and gave him the award for giving us such great music as all those great student songs he wrote, you know?
Yep.
One of the things that we speak about, Paul, on this high voice leads were a lot of them had appeared, or the songs had appeared in movies.
Movies, yes.
You know, a lot of movies like Mean Streets and Goodfellas, and they always have some kind of song with Frankie Lyman
All
and
the
teenagers.
time.
Now, Alan Freed
Yes.
was one of the guys who actually started off that whole movie industry of this rock and roll
sure
business.
did.
And he did a couple of good pictures. Now, one of the pictures had Frankie Lyman. I guess, it was a couple of them that Frankie was in.
two of them, Frankie.
But we're going to watch one where there's a song that
This
people
is-
don't know too much.
This is a great clip. This is from a movie from 1957, Mr. Rock and Roll. This is towards the end of the teenager's career. And this is the great song, one of my favorite songs by the Teenagers, called Love Put Me Out of My Head. 1957 from the movie Mr. Rock and Roll. with
So we
Alan
go
Freed.
right back in the movie screen. Here they are right now. Frankie Lyman and the Teenagers from a movie called
Mr. Rock and Roll. Isn't that a
Mr.
great
Rock and
clip,
Roll.
Mickey?
Oh, it's great. Nobody, you don't see these clips too much.
No, you don't. That's why I picked
the unfortunate thing about, of course, Frankie Lyman, or talk about Michael Jackson, or Elvis Presley, or Whitney Houston, they all wound up getting involved in drugs. Unfortunately, and eventually wind up killing them,
Yeah.
And I want to mention to everybody out there that I'm working with Nassau County and, of course, other counties, but Nassau County right now with FAD, Family Against Drugs. If anybody out there is faced with a drug problem or has a child that's on drugs right now, or of course with heroin or cocaine or pot or anything going on, and you need some help, or you want to come to one of our Narcon meetings where we teach you about Narcon and how to help somebody who overdosed to live, I want you to give us a call at our office, 516-822-9612, 516-822-9612, or attend one of the meetings that we're out right now, because the life you may save may be one of your family members or friends. I want you to make sure, hang in, we must wipe out this drug situation that's taking our kids and families over. Every single day there's another person overdosing somewhere. So you need some help, give us a call, all right? 516-822-9612, and let's see if we can help you do something, attend one of our meetings, okay? Paulie, that's a major thing that was happening in those days, and there's too much of that going around, so we gotta make a change.
We gotta, see if we can.
Another great group, Paul, that we're gonna see right now is
the Students.
Yeah, and when I talk about the Students, we know that, of course, the lead singer was
Mr. Leroy King, the original
Leroy
lead
King,
singer.
who passed on. But there was a kid out there when he first started. He's going to be on my show.
Who we absolutely love.
Yeah, September 13th,
Kid
called
Kyle.
Kid Kyle. You're going to see him on this clip right now. I don't know, Kyle must have been, 8 years old, 10 years old?
He was about 12 when he did this clip. You know, it's funny, Mickey. Just look what we did. We just did My Value by the Students.
Mm-hmm.
That's How I Feel by the Students, by different artists covering the Students.
Right.
Now, here is two of the original three Students, Dorsey Porter, Richie Johnson, and the third
bass.
member, whose name was Johnny Watson at the time. This was
Okay.
about 2001, 2002. on PBS with Kid Kyle fronting them doing their biggest song, which of course is I'm So Young. Here is Kid Kyle and the Students.
Take a look.
She says I'm her only one. I wanna get married, but we're so young, so young. Can't marry no one. They say our love is just a teenage affection, but now our direction so young, can't marry no one. I'm so Very soon now, I'll go to see them through, baby. We'll have seen the last of me. So young, can't marry no
Well, I love that kid right there, Kid Kyle.
What a tremendous
At 12
clip.
years old, and of course he'll be with us in September. And now I guess he must be about 19, 20,
Yeah.
maybe 20 years old, right? And he does a fantastic job still. So make sure September the 13th, Kid Kyle will be with us with the Duprees. But I'll tell you something, what a great performer he is.
Oh, he's tremendous. I love him, Mickey. He's
Yeah.
great. Very nice kid, too.
One of the guys I happen to love, you know?
Yes.
I caught him on TV, I don't know, maybe a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I was looking at this guy, and I said, this guy is a superstar. He looks like a little bit of Spanish Elvis Presley, moves like Michael Jackson and James Brown. And I said, what is that guy's name? And sure enough, somebody tells me Bruno Mars, right?
Yeah, Mickey. Let me tell you, Mickey.
Yeah.
Bruno Mars started out singing doo-wop. His father, from Hawaii, he's Hispanic and Filipino and Hawaiian. He had a group called the Love Notes down in Hawaii, and Bruno Mars used to be a featured attraction with them. He is like Kid Kyle in a way,
Yeah.
because he's keeping the music alive, but he's also doing original songs, which are modern, but still with a 50s type of style to them. And the guy is tremendous. I mean, all over the world, selling out concerts, you know what I'm saying? Great looking guy, tremendous voice.
You know what I loved about him? When they told me that Bruno Mars was going to be the feature at the Super Bowl this year.
Man.
But when they came on stage and
In
he
those
starts singing,
suits.
he starts doing his suits, his band is outrageous. They move unbelievable.
In sync.
And then he comes up with this Michael Jackson, James Brown footwork, I mean, that he was doing for years. He is, in my opinion right now, the Elvis Michael Jackson of today. I mean,
Definitely, Mickey,
there's
no
a
question
mixture
about
combo.
that.
He's a superstar. He's going to be
really
around
is.
a long time. But doing a little bit of doo-wop and that high voice lead, watch him on this one. Please Say You Want Me To, originally recorded by the Schoolboys. Here's Bruno Mars.
I don't know how Janelle does it. I got an idea. Fellas, why don't we show them
We're going to show you guys why we named the album Doo-Wops and Hooligans. Growing up, this is the kind of music I used to listen to. Please say you want me to be your love. I always wanted you to be my love. With the stars up in the sky, do you realize that you would realize that you belong
Absolutely great. I wish that would have been a longer clip.
I know.
But he hit that high note. Man, he's fantastic.
Absolutely
Bruno
fantastic.
Mars. Yeah. Sensational, right?
Absolutely love him. He's the only artist today that's really keeping the old style alive.
Yeah. Well, his father was in one of the singing groups, and he picked up on the singing group.
In fact, in October, his father's going to be honored by the Doo-Wop Hall of Fame up in Massachusetts.
Mm-hmm.
The Love Notes are coming in for a very special appearance.
And that's a good show that Harvey Robbins
Harvey
is doing,
Robbins
right?
got a tremendous show there.
He does great shows up in the
Kathy
Boston
Young
area.
and the Original Innocents are coming in for that show.
Uh-huh.
The a cappella group, The Persuasions, will be there. The Clovers will be there. The Original Duprees are going to be honored.
Yeah, that's great. And of course, that's going to be October the.
Yes, I got to get the date on that. But up
Okay,
at the
very
Beverly,
good.
Massachusetts.
You know, one of the things I used to love, I love one of the songs called Wedding Bells by
Yes.
Tiny Tim and the Hits,
Hits.
you know? And when I heard that Tiny Tim was joining the Teenagers, I said, wow, the guy is finally back. You can hear that
He was
voice.
out of the circuit for years,
Yeah.
Mickey, you know.
He's a real nice guy, handsome-looking
Very
man.
suave gentleman,
Yep.
yep.
He's going to be with me. He's going to
June
be with me
28th.
June 28th. Patrick Theater, Timothy Wilson will be there. Of course, the teenagers, and they're singing with the teenagers. But the song they're going to hear right now is Wedding Bells Are Ringing by, of course, Frankie Lyman's original teenager in the background, Timothy Wilson on lead.
The original Tiny Tim, Mickey.
Original Tiny Tim, right? From Tiny Tim and the Tip Tops.
In the hits.
Yeah, in
Tiny
the
Tim
hits. And Wedding Bells Are Ringing.
And we'd like to, while I got you by the ear, we'd like to give our promoter a nice round of applause. He's over here to my left. Come on over here, stand up. Take a bow. Come on, let me see if I can Mr. Fuchs, let me see if I can get him out here, you know? Yeah. Give him a nice round of applause. He's a supporter of this music, and if it wasn't for guys like him, we wouldn't be here. So give him another nice round of applause. Good job. Well, as I say, let's get back to business here now. Ladies and gentlemen, 1958 from Tiny Tim and the Hits. We'd like to do this one for you. Wedding bells are ringing, birdies are singing, children are playing, people are saying, in love as promised man. You are my queen. Yes, you are my queen. I am your king. And then wedding bells will ring. Wedding bells are ringing. Birdies are singing. Children are playing. People are saying, this is our wedding day. This is our... All right, Timothy. Thank you. Thank you. All right, how about the national?
What a great sound. Tiny Tim and the hits, but actually the teenagers in
What
the
a
background.
great clip, huh?
He sounds like
Isn't
he used to sound.
great? The guy has got
It's
a
just
tremendous,
unbelievable.
tremendous voice.
Hey,
Nice
Paulie, I know
guy.
time is moving on fast,
Yes,
so
it
we're going to
is.
move a little fast. But we did a song before by Bruno Mars, right? Please Say You Want
Please
Me
Say You
To?
Want Me.
But I know that there was a young lady that sang the song too. Tell us about her.
This is, of course, Ron Expected from the Ronettes. Again, Frank Lyman, the teenagers, the students, the schoolboys, her three favorite groups. She'll tell you anytime you want to talk about it, what she'll tell you, that's what started me off. Now, here's a great clip of her doing, just a couple of months back, Please Say You Want Me live in concert.
Take it away.
Please say you want me to. I have always wanted you to be my love. Let the stars up in the sky. You be light in your eyes. I have cried so much for you. I have gone more without you. I hope you decide to be my love. In your eyes, please say that you love me. Please say you want me to be your love. I have always wanted you to be my love. The stars up in the sky. Be alive in your eyes. That you belong to
Ronnie Speck, the original lead singer of course, the Ronettes, and Please Say You Want Me To by the Schoolboys. What a great show tonight, Paulie.
Wasn't it, Mickey? You see how these songs just keep going and going. All these high voice lead songs are just still very much alive, being recorded and sung by so many different people. It's terrific.
They'll last forever. And I hope you enjoyed yourself tonight as we saluted the high voice leads right here in the Mickey B Jukebox Review with Paul Erronte. I want to say hello to Frankie D down in Florida. And until the next time on Tuesday nights, 8 o'clock to 9, God bless all of you. We'll see you next week. So long, everybody.
One more time, Maestro.